morning, guys. Welcome back to our kitchen. It is a beautiful day out here on the farm, and we are making something super delicious. We are making an Oreo cake. So we're super excited about this. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and take the first bowl here, and we are going to start with, we're going to make a beautifully delicious chocolate cake. We're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, if you're wondering, these hands that you're seeing dumping this stuff in this bowl, it's my daughter. She is helping me. She wanted to help make this. So we're adding 2 cups of granulated sugar. We are going to add 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. And we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to stir that together. So basically you're adding your dry ingredients together. You're going to whisk it together, just mix it in. Look how beautiful in color that's going to be. It's going to be a beautiful chocolate cake. So we are going to use our second bowl here. We're going to set this aside, and we're going to use a second bowl here now to mix our wet ingredients in. Okay, so we're going to start with 2 large eggs. Sorry, I bumped her. 2 large eggs. Okay, now we want to add 1 cup of buttermilk. Buttermilk's going to make it taste super good, super rich. Okay, now we're adding a cup of vegetable oil. The next thing we're going to add is some vanilla extract, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Expensive. Yeah, but that's expensive. That was like 3 tablespoons. All right, so now 1 cup, we're going to stir this up. Okay, now we have our wet ingredients and we have our dry ingredients. We're going to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. I'm just going to use my hand and cup all that out. And we're going to mix that. Okay, so we are now going to add 1 cup of boiling water into our cake mixture. Baking is so fun. Okay, now you can see we have mixed that together very well, and it's beautiful. Look how rich that color is, and the consistency it needs to be. The beautiful cake mix, chocolate cake. We are now going to take these Oreos that we chopped up, and we are going to put them in here, and we're going to stir them up. You're gonna get it! I like baking. And this is just going to add some Oreos to the cake mix.
Make it chunky.
And I'm going to taste it. Oh, that's good. Now we're going to put it into a greased pan right here.
It didn't show that time either.
Okay, now we're going to pour it in there. Nice greased pan.
Why don't you use the
Spatula. I couldn't find the spatula.
Probably in the dishwasher.
I've developed a twitch over the years, and I don't know why. Okay, now we are going to pop this into their 350 oven for about 30 minutes and see what happens. Okay guys, we are now ready to start icing our Oreo cake, and we are just going to, look how beautiful it is. It's nice and cool to the touch. And we are just going to ice this up. We have our Oreo buttercream icing, and if you're wondering how to make that, you can check out one of my buttercream icing videos and just do the regular buttercream and just mix in your Oreos, just crush them up, and you will have Oreo buttercream. Now this is going to taste so delicious. Okay, I now have our Oreo cake iced, and I am crushed up some Oreos, and I'm just going to go through here and I am just going to place them on the sides. Kind of just pat them into the cake. Kind of giving it an Oreo side. Okay, we now have our cake, and I've got the Oreos around it. We're not done with it though. We are now about to put chocolate ganache. Now chocolate ganache is super easy to make. I'm just going, an easy recipe is just taking some semi-sweet chocolate chips. I'm going to take a cup of those and a half a cup of whipping cream, heavy whipping cream, and we're just going to stir it together. No Oreos. And we are going to just put it on top, and then we're going to finish this cake. Boil the chocolate mixture until it's nice and melted, and then we're going to pour it on top. You can kind of see it's starting to melt and get nice and creamy. You want to stir it constantly because you don't want your chocolate to burn. And just as soon as it gets nice and creamy, we will take this off. It'll make a beautiful ganache. Okay, now I've just put a little bit of my chocolate ganache and in a cake bag, and I'm just going to go around the edges, giving it the drizzled look. Okay, and now we are going to take the rest of our ganache and we are going to put it right here in the center. Now we are just going to, we are not done with this cake. We are now going to put some more Oreos on top of this cake. Yeah, you just need to space these out just a little bit. We're giving it some height here. We're giving it a little bit of, now I left my buttercream a little stiff. I didn't want it real runny. Okay, we are now done with our Oreo cake. Normally I would cut this, but this is a birthday cake for somebody, and so I can't cut this. So, but if you could smell what I smell, you would know it was absolutely delicious. It smells very rich and chocolatey. And who doesn't love Oreos, right? Look at how beautiful this cake is. We will see you on the next video. So long, guys.